Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help desk management system. So as you can see, this is our login screen. So I'm going to provide my username and password, then just enter my password, then login. So as you can see here, for those who are following these videos, you can see this is where we left previously. So we have our recent tickets, the number, title, description, priority status, created by, created on, number of comments, and even the comments. So if you click on the numbers, it will take you to the number of comments. And on this other side, you can also click on the tickets, then you have the action. So you can see here, you can actually go to comments, and from the tickets, you can as well go to the various details. So these are the details of the ticket. So as you can see, the ticket details, the ticket comments, and the ticket resolution. Then you also have the ticket categories. So all these are the categories and the subcategories. Then you have the subcategories. All are the list of the categories. You can see the category, the code, the name, the created by, and the created on. Then you have the audit trails. So here we have the action, the module, the affected table, the timestamp, IP address, and the username. Then you have the system users. So these are all the users within our application. Then you have the system codes. So here you are actually grouping the options that will be used by the system, gender, marital status. Then for the system code details, we are now providing the specific options. For example, you can see for gender, we have male and female. And this is the category. Then you have the system roles. So here we will be having all the roles within our application and as well as departments. So all these are the departments. So if you go back to our application, so under the tickets, you can actually add a new ticket. So here you'll be able to see that we are providing the title, the description, the priority, the category, and wherever you select the category, you are getting the subcategory and you attach a document. So if you save, so you can as well attach or don't attach. So I think that is what we indicated, but we are actually getting an error. So you can see we need to control that. So we allow that people can actually indicate or they can just leave that without adding. So if I just come here, so I'm going to check this. So I'll do here where this is not equal to null, and that is, so that is how you allow that. So here you'll say where this is equals to is not equals to null. So you can control that so that you allow just those who have attachment to actually attach. So I'm going to zoom so that you guys can see. So if I just launch my app, so these will now we can now create a ticket without any attachments. So if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. So I'm going to sign into the application. Then this will take us to the landing page. So this is our landing page. Then here you'll see the tickets now. And here if we say add new, so I can actually now add my details without the ticket. So there we go. I select the priority, the category as hardware, then it gives me the options. So I can now save without a document. So you can see here, it is actually saying the attachment table, that is the tickets. So what happens if someone doesn't have an attachment? So what we need to do is on our model, we need to ensure that our ticket does not doesn't require a value. So on the ticket, that is the attachment, you see this is a string. So this is actually mandatory. So what we need to do, we can add this as an option. And remember, whenever we do that, the next thing that you need to do is to add the migration. So we are going to add migrations. Then we'll just do add migration. Then we say attachment field updated. So add migration. Then whenever you add the migration, then this will generate our migration file, and we should be able now to update our database with the nullable attachment field. So let's just do that. So that's already done. So we can now update our database. So we'll say update database. So update database, and that will update our database. So I want us to now proceed and do some. So let's just go back and try to create one of the ticket so that you're able to see how this goes along. So if I just sign in, then if we go back to the tickets and try to add a new ticket, so I'm just providing these details. I just provide these options. Then if I do that, then I'm select this, I'm getting this. So I just want to add without a document. So you can see that is now being added. So you can add a ticket without any particular document. So another thing that I want us to do today is I want us to enhance some things. So one thing is when you come to our dashboard, you'll notice that we have the total tickets, the urgent tickets, closed ticket, and the escalated tickets. So I want us also to have that particular filters on our tickets options here. So what I want us to do, I want us to go to the tickets layout. So let's just go there under layout. So we are going to shared. Then here, I want us to create now options. So I'm going to, so under tickets, so I want us to create some options here. So our tickets will be having some, so I want us to have kind of a separation of the tickets so that we need to know. For example, you see this is a tickets. So these tickets, we can actually have a recent ticket, we can have, so here I want us to have, so here I'll just do, so I want us to have one thing here. So I'll just remove this. Then I want us to say here, href. So I'll just do href. Then I can do here JavaScript. So then I'll just do comma. Then here I'll do class. Then I can say has. So this depends on your template, guys. So don't copy what so this is my template. So you can actually borrow, you can actually download any template that is available, like the admin LTE, and you can always follow what we have. But in case you need this kind of template, then you can claim our source code, you'll get this particular template. So then here we have the, so I'll just do here div parent icon, then I'll do bill, then I'll do this is tickets. Then what I'll need to do now here, I'll now define my list. So I'll define my list of items. So the list of items, let me just copy one of the property here. So one list of items, so this one we can say recent tickets. So these will be our options. So here, then I can, let me just put in, leave this href there. Then I can also add another one. I can say another one can be what was our statuses. So if you go to our tickets, what was our statuses? We have the recent assigned. So we can have our assigned tickets. So we can say assigned tickets. We can also have resolved. So we can say here resolved. So you can also have resolved. So you can have resolved. And we can also have, let's have 4 of them. We can have closed. So you can have closed tickets. So here I'll just do closed. So if I do that, then let's just launch our app, or we can just update. Let's just update and see how this goes. So if you open our app, we're now having, so our application now will have kind of an arrow here where we'll be having the options. So we have categorized our tickets into those particular options. So let me just relaunch it. So I'm going to relaunch. So if I relaunch it, then these will give us all that particular details. So for those who are watching this video and you like this particular series, comment down below. And as you can see, guys, we are actually committed to ensure that we pull this particular video and even application to completion before even jumping into something else. So I'm going to sign in. Then if I sign in, there we go. Then you'll notice that I now have my options here. But now you'll see that these options are actually selectable. It's a kind of active. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that this is actually within a list. So if you come here, you should actually notice that this should be within this particular list. So if say this is href, JavaScript, then you've done that as arrow, then you can say parent, then you've done that. Then here, this is the menu. Then we have our classes. And we can always categorize actually. We can even have these, we say, we can have these as we say all submitted tickets. So this is kind of a grouping. So if we do that and update, this will be a label. So what I want us to do now, remember we've added now these options. You see, this is now saying all submitted tickets. So let's just remove that. It doesn't look good, but in case you like it, you can always have it. So what I want us now to do, you see these recent tickets, the assigned tickets. Whenever we click them, we should always get the filters with the recent ticket, assigned tickets, resolved tickets, and the closed tickets. For the recent tickets, we can actually say this one, we can have it to give us all the tickets. So we can say SP4. So we can say SP action. So this should be SP action. Then we can say index. And these are actually tickets. Then on our controller, if you go to our controller, I want us to do something. So if you go to our index page, you'll notice that this is now the index. So we can copy this. And I want us now to filter. So we can say assigned tickets. So this will give us all the assigned tickets. But remember, it will not give us all the assigned tickets until we filter based on the status. So we can always borrow the, you remember how we were getting the status of the tickets? So let me just see how we were doing that. You see, like this one. So I want us, let me just go back and show you how we are going to do that. So on our assigned tickets, we need first to get the assigned status. So we'll say this is assigned status. Then we say underscore context system code detail include system codes where the system code.code is equals to. So we need to check what are these. Are these actually tickets resolution status. So if you want to see them, I think we had our system codes here. This one. So this is the resolution status. And if you want to get the code, this is the code. So here we'll just come back and say the system code is that one. Then this should be assigned. So this is the code. And you can always confirm. So you go back to the system codes and you can see the status. So the code is assigned. So this assigned, we now need to get our tickets. So we now need to get our tickets where. So here we'll say .where x. So we say x.status ID equals to. So the status ID equals to assigned. So this will give us all the assigned. Remember, it is assigned.id. So this will give us all the tickets with status assigned. So you can also do the same with status closed. So you can just recopy that and you can say this is closed tickets. So this one, then you just change this to closed and you can say this is closed status. So then you can always update here. So that is a closed status. Then we can do another one. We change this to resolved. So we'll change this to resolved, and this is resolved. So then we also do resolved here. Then this one will always give us the resolved tickets. So on doing that, we now have the resolved, we have the closed, and we have the assigned, and we have all the recent tickets. So if you go to the layout, we have the assigned, resolved, and closed. Remember, we need now to have these particular views. So we are going to the tickets folder. Then I'm going to create all those particular views resembling what we have just added on our controller. You see these assigned tickets. I'll copy this and I'll create a razor view here with the same name. So I'm going to create a razor component with the same name. So let me just, I'm going to create a razor view, an empty page here. Then if I add that, so that will give my, so this, sorry, this is wrong. I think I added a wrong. So let me stop that. So we need to create a razor page. So I'm going to delete that. So let me add a razor view, a view. So I want to add a view which is empty. So I add that. So there we go. Then I'm going to copy my index page for the tickets. So I'll just copy that and paste it here. So then at the top here, I'll just say this is assigned tickets. So these will be my assigned tickets. So I'll also do here assigned tickets. The next one is we do closed tickets. So I'm going to copy that and also paste it here. And I'm going to replace that. So that is closed tickets. I'm also copying this, paste it here. And you can always do these as closed tickets, and this is closed tickets. Then which other one did we have the resolved. So I'm going to copy this and add it here. So I'm going to add it here, do that. Then this is resolved tickets. Then I'm going to copy this as well and have it as a resolved tickets. So on our resolved tickets, so this is resolved, and you can say here as well, resolved tickets. So we now have our pages. So the next thing is we need to map it to our URLs. So all these actions, we now map it here. So I can now copy that one is assigned. I can assign it this name. Then I can always copy that, replace this here. That is resolved. So sorry, this should be that way. So that is resolved tickets. Just do that. Then the last one is closed. So closed tickets. So if we just do that, now we have closed tickets. So let's launch our app and see. We'll now be having closed tickets, recent ticket, assigned ticket, and even the resolved tickets. So if you're following this video and you have not subscribed, consider subscribing, like our video. And in case you want to access the source code, you can always buy us coffee and claim the source code. So I'm going to assign login. Then as you can see now, we have our tickets. So we have the recent tickets, then we have the assigned tickets. So you can see it is taking us to home. That's why we are getting this error. So there's one thing we need to specify. So here we can specify now the controller. We'll say controller tickets. So that is the controller. So we need to assign it to all our options here. So if you do that, this will now give us, so update it, and let's just go back. Let's just update it and see. So if we update it, I'm assuming it has updated. And you can see if everything is well, you'll notice that this particular arrow is not actually pointing down until you click it. So if that means your list is now okay. So if I just click on recent tickets, it will show me the recent tickets. If I click on assigned, you'll notice that this is assigned, and you can notice that the status has changed. Only we are seeing the assigned tickets. And for the resolved, we're only seeing the resolved tickets. And you can see here the resolved ticket is 1. The closed ticket, why are we not seeing the closed ticket? Yeah, I think it's 1, 1. We actually moved it is closed ticket. So let's just go back to the recent tickets and try to resolve one or close. So let's just close this one. Can say closed, can add that. Then let's also try another one. So if we go to close, we'll have 2 tickets. You can see we have 2 tickets. If we go to resolved, we have 1. So let's resolve 1 ticket. So resolved, we'll do resolved. You can say this is resolved. Good. So if we add, then we go back to the list, we'll now be having resolved tickets. So you can see our resolved tickets are actually 2. So we've now managed to separate. So you can always do that. But now someone may be wondering, if I don't want to have these particular options here, can I have them as a search engine here? That is actually another way you can do it. So I want us to add that particular option whereby you can always search the options on this area instead of having these drop downs here. So I think I'll be doing that on the next series. So if you are following this video, consider subscribing, like our video, and stay in touch. See you in our next video. Bye.